Yeah, so starting off, we always like to get our athletes warmed up, which is so important. Stretching and warming up is one of the most important things, and we take pride in really stretching our kids out, warming our kids up. We spend about 10 minutes going through a dynamic warm up, and just not to step on, not to pull any horns, but we haven't had anybody got hurt yet during a workout. Nobody pulled muscles. Nobody did anything because we take a lot of time to stretch. And after we stretch for about 10 minutes, typically let them cool down for a second, and then we get straight into our activation work. When we work activation, just something to wake the body up. Wake the body up, get the muscles flowing, blood flowing throughout the body. We spend about 5-10 minutes doing some activation. After that, we go into whatever we have planned for the day. So we're working on some lateral movements. We may do some plyometrics to get us started, work on some balance. We always like to start with balance because everything starts with balance. After we do balance, we kind of go into some explosive work, working on some plyometrics, things of that nature, getting them used to loading and exploding, which is so important because that's the part to where a lot of kids get hurt at, which is the plyometric. A lot of kids apply pressure in the wrong direction, and a lot of things like that. So we like to take our time to really focus on plyometrics and balance. After we do that, we get into some movement. Like I said, we're working on some lateral movement. We'll start working on some lateral movement type of movements with our clients. Spend about a good 10-15 minutes working on some movements. After that, we take those movements and then we start to try to apply the movements that we've been working on for that 20 minutes, so to speak. We'll work on some footwork. We'll apply it with footwork. We'll apply it with agility. But most importantly, the main thing, we always finish off with some reaction type of drills. And reaction is important because that's what's going to actually happen in the game. You don't know what's going to happen, so you have to be able to react. And so we spend about a good 40 minutes of just really preparing them for the reactions thing. And what we like to see them do at the end is to apply everything that we did the first 40 minutes and do it in the reaction phase and making sure that they're not wasting any steps, any movements. Everything have to be quick and precise. After we do that, that's typically kind of wrap up a day. We'll spend about another 5 to 10 minutes cooling down, just getting a nice stretch in, and then finish them off with a good stretch, and we up out of there.